Everton Football Club, a team in the news for all the wrong reasons, but this weekend they get to take their anger out on United. So yeah, this is it, the first game since that news, that bombshell dropped in midweek, 10-point deduction for Everton Football Club. I mean, oh God, I feel sorry for them in a way, a little bit, the fans especially, the club. Well, you get what you deserve, don't you, when you cheat the system, and that ultimately is what Everton, the Premier League, is saying they've done. The appeal is to come and everything like that, but what happens now? This is obviously well in the middle of international break, and this is the first game coming back from international break, and first time the fans will have their opportunity to vent their frustrations at the board here or at the Premier League or wherever they want to be. All it's going to do is just ramp up that atmosphere and make it even more of a hotbed, and this is what Man United have to deal with. This is where United are going to struggle, I feel, in this game. I'm scared shitless of this game, I'm not going to lie. I feel like United are going to struggle here just because of the atmosphere that comes, and I'm only saying that, and people will look at this on paper and go, it's just a game of football, Adam. Everton, relegation zone. Well, we know they're there because of the 10 points, but we should look at this and go, United are looking at this fixture to win it. It's not that straightforward with this team anymore. It really isn't, and we know it's not. The Jelly Babies, that's what Man United are. I've been here, and I'm saying it like I said, because I've been here season after season after season. I've seen this game at this stadium, and I've seen Man United players just completely melt on that pitch behind me there. It is a difficult place to come anytime. But with the Everton fans the way they are right now, the anger at the Premier League, like I said, the board possibly allowing this club to run into the mire that it is right now, it is going to be a difficult one. Is it going to be too much for the Everton players though? That's what you've got to think about as well. They're wearing their emotions with this. This is why it's a difficult game to actually look at. But what you do know, and what is going to happen, is the fact that Manchester United are going to have the wits about them. I said this in the show last night, we are going to have to put everything aside of what's going on off the pitch and try and treat it as a football game. It's going to be a protest, it's going to be angry, it's going to be hostile, there's going to be a lot of disgruntled Everton fans here, and the perfect team to walk into town when everything is right, when everything isn't right, and you want to vent your frustrations, well, it's Man United. The away section at Goodison Park, I've been here many a times, queuing up here, expectant United fans, thinking that you're going to win a game here at Goodison Park. I've never been stood here confident, ever. Like every time, and like I said, it is just one of them horrible places to come. Old school, you can just see what it's like here. It's just got that old, horrible sort of away ground vibe to it, where you know if you're not on it, you're just going to have your pants taken down and absolutely cleaned out totally. Ten Hag has been talking ahead of this game in his press conference, and I've got to forgive the language barrier. I think some of the words that were coming out of his mouth again are mind-boggling and hard to try and understand where he's going with it. Honestly, talking about having two brilliant defenders when asked the question about Raphael Varane and the so-called fallout. There is no fallout. It's difficult when you've got two brilliant defenders and you're thinking, two brilliant defenders? And then he actually named one of them as Harry Maguire, and it's like, wow, what a turnaround that was from being out the door in the summer. No, I don't think Harry Maguire is a brilliant defender, I really don't. I think Varane is, or was. I don't think he is anymore, or not to that sort of level to be called brilliant anyway. But yeah, talking about that as difficult, it's not really difficult. We know who the better defender is. I mean, anyone in world football knows who the better defender is. But yeah, I think we're going to need men on this pitch. I mean, I've not got an issue with Harry Maguire starting, by the way. I think he's probably earned his spot in the team, and I think this is a sort of game when, you know what, believe it or not, you might actually need a Harry Maguire type of player. You might actually need that guy who's just going to knuckle down and get stuck in and not be put off by tackles coming in, being shoved in the back. It's just one of them games, like I said. It's going to be tight. The quality of football is going to be crap. There's going to be nothing really to get excited about in that side of things. It's just going to be who is going to be able to tough it out, and the first goal is killer. It really is. I actually do believe that whoever gets the first goal is going to come away with the points or something out of the game. I think United, if we get the first goal, that's all crucial. I think that is what will decide this game for us. If we go in front, our game plan comes to the fore. If we go behind, we struggle. We struggle big time, don't we? And it is just one of them. Every time United away from home, the crowd gets on top of you. And like I just said then, if Everton get that goal, then United are going to crumble. They are. I know this team. I know, I've been in there and I've seen them absolutely fall apart when there was less on the line. This is a massive, massive day for Everton. And anyone who sort of puts aside, I heard Roy Keane talking about this on the overlap the other day, it's a game of football. No, it's never a game of football with United and this United squad. It isn't. The atmosphere and the Everton fans are going to be waiting. They're going to be, any little mistake from United, it's just going to be absolutely crucified by the fans. They're just going to be all over us. They're going to pile the pressure on, and it's going to be unbearable to be a United fan to watch these players melt on the pitch, because they will. I would be absolutely amazed if they stood up and came back from a moment like that in this game. I would, and I'm all happy to. I mean, I'd be absolutely ecstatic if United proved me wrong. I know this team. I've seen them many a times, and you cannot unsee what you've seen. Like I said, every single time we come here, the pressure is always high anyway. It's Liverpool against United pretty much. It's Merseyside, Manchester. We know the rivalry. We know what it's like, and they love putting one over on us. So with the added pressure of the fan base, the protests going on and everything around Goodison Park right now, Manchester United can't give anything away. They can't feed that crowd. They can't let that crowd pick up any momentum. An early goal for United changes everything in this game. Then that anger turns to anger even more, but the wrong way. Everton can't use that as momentum. This is why it's key that United have to just put everything aside that's gone on off the pitch and concentrate on just staying in the game and doing nothing to actually encourage the crowd, encourage Everton in any way, shape or form. I feel like if we get that goal, this place will start to go the opposite way. Whereas it will be behind Everton and on the pitch, they'll be feeding off that. If it goes the other way, United get a goal, then the anger, the frustration and everything around this club and the doom and gloom starts to pile on even more, and then Everton start losing their way and the game goes a completely different way. And that's what United need to be feeding off. They need to use what's going on to their advantage and not let it go Everton's way. And that is all in that goal, like I said. In terms of players that could be back for United or players that might not be as bad as we first thought, Rasmus Højlund is going to have a late fitness test. Luke Shaw is back. Ten Hag has been talking about the stability that he will bring with having a left back in the side, his experience, his quality. And a game like this, I know it's not a nice one to come back to, but I think Luke Shaw has got that in him, that he could just come back and slot into a game and understand what is happening here right now, and understand that the rest of this United team are going to need helping through this game at stages. That experience is massive, which I think is why the likes of Maguire and Shaw and the British core players who know the history of football and know what's going on here with Everton right now. I'm not saying some of the foreign players won't know, but our English players definitely need to stand up and be counted here today and understand what's coming, because it's going to be a very, very difficult day. I've gone for a boring 0-0 draw in this one. I just see a stalemate, I really do. I think everything going off the pitch is going to take over on it and the quality is going to be crap. I'm saying that, maybe reverse psychology, maybe just because I want it to go the other way and be proved wrong. Happily take it. But yeah, guys, I'm worried. Let me know what you think. Drop your comments in below. Which way is this game going? It's going to be a tough one to call. Let's not kid ourselves. I see 0-0. Let me know what you think. Like, share and subscribe if you are tuning in for the first time. Cheers for watching, everyone. I'll be back talking in the reaction show, hopefully, about Manchester United getting the 3 points and me being proved wrong. I've not got my hopes up though.